Alright, everyone. How you all doing? And it's finally here. My review of Godzilla 2014. I gotta fix a chair. And, got gum. I'm gonna be chewing gum throughout this. I'm sorry. So, finally, I'm sorry it took me so long. This is just the only time I had to record this. And even then, it's gotta be cut short because I gotta start studying for semester finals. But yeah, just in very short, what did I think of the movie? I absolutely loved it. I could not get enough of it. It was an amazing film with flaws, of course. Every movie has flaws, and this one is no exception. Yes, I'm willing to acknowledge there were lots of flaws, even some that did kind of like make me a little upset. But yeah, let's talk about like what I liked about the movie first. I loved the monster fights, the monsters. I loved all that. I liked how it was serious, but I'll go more into that when I get to what I didn't like about it. I did like how it was serious. Just felt it was a little too serious. Like I said, I'll go more into that later. I'm sorry, the gum. I liked the acting. I thought the acting was very good. I thought the story very well written. Bryan Cranston's character, I absolutely loved that character, which sucks because oh yeah, this is gonna be spoiler filled, by the way. So yeah, he died in the beginning. Oh, that made me mad. That really made me mad. Especially when he was in the advertising more than Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was the main character in the movie. Who, despite what people are saying about him not doing that well, I think he did a great job. I really, really do. I think the problem with his thing is that he wasn't given that much to do. His character was very bland, I thought his character was. I don't know, like, I mean, not very bland, but just kind of like, he was generic, you know, and there was nothing like I really hated about him. There's just nothing I loved about him. I'm sorry for the camera being tilted, by the way. It's the tripod. I don't know, I'll have to fix it, but please just ignore that. But yeah, I think like, I'm just gonna, you know what, screw it. I'm not gonna separate these into like, well, I didn't like it. I'm just gonna talk about it the way I felt about it. Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson, his character, it's like, at the beginning, I thought it was set up great, you know, it's like, he's just coming home, you know, he's just meeting up with his wife, of course, Elizabeth Olsen, and his son, I can't remember the actor's name, but I think the son's name was Sam. I love that, you know, and then like you know, the whole little past thing he has with his dad, Bryan Cranston, I thought that was great, I really did. And when they actually meet up, I thought, okay, if this is the majority of the movie, I think this could really work. I think it really could. But then, of course, they get arrested, taken to the power plant, and Bryan Cranston is killed. Well, he's not killed at the plant, but you know what I mean. And then it's just kind of like Aaron's character, what's his name? Ford Brody. Yeah, Ford. He just forgets about him. Like, I never see anything. He never acknowledges it after it happens. Nothing. And that was like, what? Are you kidding me? I think it could have been, I think that would have been an interesting little thing to have in his character, you know, like, how is he dealing with this, you know? Especially after realizing that the guy who was calling crazy, his own father, was right. Like, oh my God, if they had done so much more with that, it would have been, people would not have been as upset about his character if they had done that, because that would have been actually very interesting, I think. The same with Elizabeth Olsen's character. She was just kind of there, you know, I mean, she's a great actress. I thought she did a very nice job. They all did great jobs, acting-wise. Everyone did. But yeah, she's just kind of there, you know. Her character isn't given that much. And the reason I'm dwelling so much on the whole character thing is that they kept saying, this is going to be a character-driven movie. This is such a character-driven movie. It is. The characters in the movie aren't that interesting. I'm sorry. They're not horrible, and I do want to follow them, but at the same time, there's nothing to really follow. It's just kind of like, oh, they're there. They're, you know, I don't know. The generic characters, they're not bad generic characters. You know, it's not like Shia LaBeouf in Transformers where they're just running and screaming. Like, they at least know, like, they have to get stuff done, which is something I love. Of course, Ken Watanabe and Sally Hawkins as the two scientists, I thought they were great. Especially Ken Watanabe's character, Dr. Shirazawa, I completely forgot the first name. I know it was named after the director of the first movie, but oh well. Feel free to have a little frenzy down in the comments below. Anyway, and of course David Stratton. I don't know, all the characters just seemed very done. And the only character I thought was very interesting was Bryan Cranston's character, but he dies in like the first, I think, 40 minutes of the movie. Maybe, no, I think it's actually just the first half hour of the movie. I think like the first 20 minutes, I think he only makes it a 20-minute mark, then he's gone. And again, that wouldn't bother me so much if he wasn't in the advertising, but, well, in the advertising as much, but he was in it more than Aaron Taylor Johnson, who was the star of the movie. I apologize if I'm messing up these names. For some reason, I'm worried I am. Anyway, but, yeah, you know, they all did a very nice job acting. It's just, I wish that they had more character to them. You know, there wasn't a whole lot. Again, none of the characters were horrible or anything. They're just kind of like, I've seen them before, you know? I think if they had done that with Ford, you know, made him have to, as he's going through this, not only that, but just dealing with the fact that now he's lost both his parents, and the one that he was been calling crazy his entire life, well, ever since the incident with his mother, which, by the way, that was a very nicely done scene. Like, the first couple minutes of this movie, like the incident in Janjura, the Janjura power plant, I loved that. That was great. I wanted more of that. Oh my gosh, that was fantastic. Anyway, you know, because, of course, Juliette Binoche, she did a very, very wonderful job. Blah. I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. But yeah, now if Ford had to deal with both of that, like he lost his mother in a nuclear accident, and now the guy he's been calling crazy like ever since that happened, his father is gone. He has no chance of ever reconnecting with him or anything. And yet they just blow it off in the next scene. That's what it feels like. I mean, God, that really made me mad. It's like you could have done so much more with that. I wish you had. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about the acting and characters so far. Well, pretty much at all. I like I said, actors did a very nice job. I just wish the characters were a little better and less cliched, because they were pretty generic. Again, not horrible generic, not even horrible characters, just seen them before. You know, I wish they'd given us something new, except for Bryan Cranston's character. I thought that was really cool. I wish they had done more with that. Anyway, okay, now moving on to what you guys really want. That is Godzilla. What did I think of it? A lot of people have been complaining, oh, he's not in the movie that often and everything, and I'll admit, that didn't bother me all that much, but it's still noticeable that it's like, I'm still sitting in my seat like, yeah, okay, these other monsters, yeah, they're there, but where's Godzilla? I want Godzilla. He's on the poster. Give me Godzilla. But, okay. Yeah, and let's talk about the other monsters. The Muto. I thought they were pretty cool. You know, they're generic, beyond generic, actually. It's like Cloverfield all over them to me. It's like, I've seen these before, but at the same time, it's like, I don't think they're boring or anything. I think they're cool. They've been done before, you know? So, there's not really a whole lot to say about them other than the fact that you see more of them than you do Godzilla. And that's ridiculous. I can't believe that. They should not have done that. I got so sick of seeing these guys until, like, the final act, which I'll get to. But, yeah, I just wish there were a lot more Godzilla. Because, I mean, you'd see more of his back than anything, and that's annoying. It's like, they kept saying, oh, well, we don't want to show Godzilla too much. And it's like, why not? It's a Godzilla movie. You give us Godzilla. Give us what we want. But I'm going to stop chewing this gum for a second. Anyway. And I lost my train of thought. Oh, nope, I got it again. Yeah, no. The fact that they didn't give us Godzilla all that much would have been fine. See, here's the thing though. When they do finally give us Godzilla at the airport scene, you see him, he's standing there, and then he just roars like, oh man, some stuff's gonna get down. They cut to a stupid kid watching the fight on the TV, and I've never been more jealous of a child in my entire life. I mean, are you serious? Why would you not show us that? That would have been a great thing to have in the middle of your movie, to tide people over until the end of your movie. Oh my... That made me so angry. Like, when people complain about that, I'm right there with you. Ugh. That was cheap. That was beyond cheap. I could not... I'm still upset about it. And yeah. Now, I have seen the movie twice. I don't know why I brought that up, but I have. So, yeah. You know, guys, that's pretty much just... And then... So yeah, I mean, like, you just see him, and they do that a lot of times. It's like, oh, we're about to see Godzilla. They cut away. Oh, we're about to see Godzilla again. They cut away. It's like, come on, give us friggin' Godzilla. That's what we came here to see. Now, now once we get to the final act, you know what? I just can't even describe the final act, because the final act was so awesome. It was fantastic. I just can't even describe it. I mean, there's just so much that goes on, and it's exciting. It really is. So you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about the final act, other than just say it was awesome. Final act to me, I have no problems with whatsoever. You got Godzilla, you got the Muto, you got the soldiers. It's beautifully done, I thought. That final act, and then of course, and I'm not gonna. Well, I'll just give this away. Now I think this is the best compliment I can give this movie. It is a Godzilla movie. To me, when I get the movie on DVD or whatever, I'm putting it over there with I'm pointing off screen. It's way over there on the other side of my room. I'm not going to turn the camera. I'm putting it over there with the Godzilla movies, because I think this is a Godzilla movie. No. This right here, this is no longer a Godzilla movie. This is just Zilla. There you go. That's what this is. This is done. Done. I can finally let that one go, because this is a Godzilla movie. Now, it wasn't even a Godzilla movie all the way through. It was very close. It was very close. It was like on the tip of Godzilla-ness. And then the final act, of course, they bring out the famous atomic breath, and there you go. That's what pushed it over. It's like, here it was before the atomic breath. Like, here's the level of Godzilla, and then you know, the movie's just right under here, and then they bring out the atomic breath, and it just shoots right over, and it's in Godzilla land all of a sudden. So yeah, that pretty much finished it off. That's what made it become a Godzilla movie for me. And that's all I can say about the final act. I think one other thing I can say I really did like about the movie was how they didn't try to kill Godzilla off in the end. They just kind of let him walk off. You know, like, you know, yeah, you did this, thank you. We'll let it go, whatever. And Godzilla just doesn't care. He's just like, oh my, okay, I got a hangover. I'm going to bed. Good night. See you later. And he leaves. Oh man. Now some people have been saying, I didn't really notice this, but now that they've said it and I kind of thought about it, I really did appreciate it. Is that Godzilla doesn't really take notice of the humans. It's more like Godzilla's just there doing his thing, and we're in the way. He's like, okay, I'm just trying to get rid of these guys. I'm after them. You guys are just in the way. Move, get out, go someplace else. I'm going to take care of this and then leave, and then you can come back. And that's another thing that now it's kind of brought to my attention, and I think about it. It's like, I love that, because now it's not like Godzilla was intentionally attacking us. It's more like he was just doing what, you know, he was supposed to be doing, and we were bugging him. We were in his way. We should not have been here. We should not have been interfering, but yeah, I absolutely loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. Of course it has its flaws, but I think, you know, and now I'm just reading that apparently Legendary and Warner Brothers have confirmed a sequel is going into development, which I now can't wait for, because it's like, as soon as I saw this movie, it's like, yes, I saw this movie, and then it's like, oh, I saw this movie. What am I supposed to wait for now? But now that they got a sequel going in development, it's like, all right, there we go. Now I got something else to wait 5 years for. Hopefully it won't take that long. I'm thinking like, this is not official or anything. This is just my opinion, but I'm thinking like this may come out like 2016 or something, because that's usually when, because Hollywood sequels are usually like 2 years apart. So I don't know, you know, maybe we can get a new Godzilla movie 2016. That'd be kind of cool. But or 2017. I don't know. Again, this is not official. This is just what I'm thinking. Of course, it's not official. Like, I have any, you know, comment. Anyway, I hope they bring Gareth Edwards back. Like, to me, it's like you can't do it without Gareth. I think he brought something to the Godzilla universe that it really needed. He breathed new life into it. So, like, guys, you got to bring Gareth back. Otherwise, I'll still go see it, but I don't think it'll be nearly as good. Because I think now that they've experimented and said, okay, this works, this doesn't work. Let's, you know, okay, they want more Godzilla, we'll add a little more Godzilla into it next time. Well, not a little more, we'll add a lot more. And we'll have a few more, you know, fight scenes, and we'll probably make the monsters a little more interesting. Maybe even bring some guys over from Toho to help design them, so they're more original. I think that's what they really need to do. So it's like, this movie, I'm not going to say it's a trial and error, but now they kind of know, you know, okay, this works, this doesn't work, you know. Now they can kind of tweak it and make it work better in the sequel. So, yeah, like I said, it's a great movie. I think now it is slow paced. It's not too slow paced, but it is just, it's evenly paced, I guess. You know, it is kind of like, you know, just, it doesn't like a straight fast, but it does kind of, you know, it moves along. Unlike some people are saying, oh, this is so slow. No, it moves along, just not extremely fast. So, you know, just, if you haven't seen it, just be ready for that. If you haven't seen it, by the way, I'm sorry for all the spoilers, but oh well, I told you at the beginning of this review there'd be spoilers. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So if you haven't seen it, go see it. If you have seen it, then that's great. Don't see it in 3D, though, because I did. I don't know, maybe IMAX 3D will be better. I just saw it in regular 3D. It wasn't all that impressive. Maybe IMAX is better. Actually going to Chicago, and there's going to be an IMAX theater there. So I don't know if we'll go to that or not. If we do, I'll probably just check it out in IMAX, see if that's any better. But otherwise, if you're just going to go to a regular theater, just get it in 2D. That's good enough, I think. But yeah, so... Yep, guys, that's my review of Godzilla 2014. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any opinions that differ from mine or whatever, please let me know in the comments below. But don't be a douche about it. Just, you know, say, hey, that I agreed with you here, but I didn't agree with you here. Don't be rude about it, and then I'll respect your opinion more. I respect everyone's opinion, but you know, I have something against people who act like smartasses and just like, well, your opinion's stupid. No, don't do that. Just be calm about it. Just explain what you mean. There you go. We'll all be happy, hopefully. So, all right, guys, that's pretty much all I have to say, and hopefully I can get some more 2014 videos up pretty soon, because I actually have the. I've got new Godzilla products, so I don't know, maybe I'll start doing product reviews or something. And as for the Godzilla reviews I was supposed to be doing, I am so sorry. You know what I'm probably going to do? I'm probably going to get back on those this summer. I know I was supposed to do it to the movie, but it got away from me. And when I say it got away from me, I mean it really got away from me. I don't know what happened, but over the summer now, it's like, I should be able to do it. So... in fact, you know what? Before G-Fest, I think I'll be able to have them all up. So, yeah. Oh, and not only that, but I may be doing the Gamera movies as well, because I just got most of them. I think there's... whatever. We're not here to talk about Gamera. What am I doing? I'll make an update video soon. So, guys, I will see you all later in the next video that comes out. If you haven't seen Godzilla 2014, again, check that out. And hopefully the sequel, if this is true, if they are making it, hopefully the sequel will be just as good as the first one, if not even better. So with that said, guys, please take care. I'm reaching behind the camera. I turned it off. Goodbye.